You changed the locks to the penthouses on May 22nd, 2016.
I attempted to.
That's why you felt comfortable having James Franco over the evening of May 22nd, 2016, Ms. Heard?
I do not know when James came over.
Okay, let's remind you. Can we please pull up Plaintiff's Exhibit 304, which is already in evidence, and play from 254 through 439?
Let's see this. People have to appreciate it. This is pathological twisting of words, refusing to answer. They didn't notice any injuries. They didn't consider that an injury. We heard the testimony. What's going on here? So, actually, this reminds me of one of those unsolved mysteries of this woman who got in an elevator and then ended up deceased in the water tank of a hotel. I think everybody knows this story. It's one of those. It's exactly what the elevator scene looked like. Okay, so people say she went. I don't know if it's a joke though. She went down to get. I don't know if this is true. Look, Camila's doing a good job. And by the way, 2 seconds ago, we just saw her looking at the jury after her question. And what? Who's this? Who's this? Is that James Franco? That's James Franco. Oh, boy. Somebody did their homework. Let's get the elevator footage, the surveillance footage from the elevator where Amber enters with John, not Philip DeFranco, James Franco. This is making Franco look real bad. Oh, my goodness. For the people in the chat who said sometimes it's better to lead a boring life.
That's you and Mr. Franco on May 22nd, 2016.
She's going to deny it?
That's correct.
Oh, boy. She admitted it.
You're taking him up to the penthouses, aren't you?
That's where I lived, yes.
And it's past 11 p.m. at night. Isn't that right?
I'm not quite sure of the time it looked like that.
Why don't we pull that video back up?
How would it have looked like that? It's an indoor, unless she knows damn well. It looked like that, even though there's no windows and it's in an elevator. It could be any time of day. But she knows darn well.
22:51. Almost midnight, right?
That's
excuse me, almost 11 o'clock at night.
Exactly.
You knew Mr. Depp was out of town the week of May 21, 2016, didn't you?
I don't know what I knew of his schedule at the time.
I don't know what I
You
knew.
knew Mr. Depp was out of town on May 27th.
Add that to the Clinton.
Domestic violence restraining order. Isn't that right?
I don't know if I knew that at the time.
You knew Mr. Depp was heading out on a European tour that week. Isn't that right?
I'm not quite sure what I understood of his schedule at that time.
I don't know what I knew.
For weeks, right?
No, that's incorrect.
Let's go back to that recording. It's Defendant's Exhibit 598.
Wow.
So you testified that you and Mr. Depp were in the car outside of his studio. Is that right?
Yes.
And you were trying to prevent him from going into his studio to do drugs, right?
Yeah, to effectively start another cycle.
Yeah, prevent him from becoming the monster.
Not that Mr. Depp was just trying to go into his house to see his daughter, right?
His daughter might be one of the people that was in the house at that time, but that's neither here nor there. That
Your testimony is now
prevented him from entering a cycle.
No, prevent him. That's her phrase now.
In front of his children.
Well, first of all, I know he does. Second of all, it wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have stopped him from using with his friends, which is the problem, not whether or not his daughter was there.
Okay. Let's play, please, Defendants 598 at 49:48 through 50:35.
It's going to be her leitmotif, the recurring theme of her testimony now.
50:35.
Everything was to stop the cycle.
I'm itching. I don't want to be doing this. I want it just to, why don't you just say, okay, baby, I understand. I'll go home and you do your thing, hang out with your daughter, and then I'll see you in a couple hours and we'll talk about it. Is it that difficult to say that? Or you just fucking hate me and you want to be shitty about it? Please. Just fucking, it's not that difficult. Okay? I don't want to stand here in a driveway and argue with you. Okay, well, I'll see you in a little bit, okay? Please? Please. Just let me know if you're gonna go somewhere. Just let me know, please, so I know.
And almost an hour later, you're still arguing with Mr. Depp outside, right?
I don't know how long that argument lasted, no.